Hi, Tiffany. How you getting here so fast? Who shot the caller? People, I'm here to announce the release of my latest novel. This is the last novel in the series concerning the beef sector. The name of the series is Murder in the Beef Sector. It is a trilogy. I planned it on it being a trilogy from the beginning. It's been on a couple of years. For you guys who don't have it, whatever. Murder in the Beef Sector was the first book concerning people doxing simply the wrong person, getting their ass fucked up. Anyway, let me watch my language. Then we had the other one. The following book was book 2, Deadly Wager. I'm sure most of you guys have that. And now I finished the third book. Unfortunately, I don't have the book to show you because it just dropped moments ago. Let's see if it's in my Kindle already. I did, or I wanted to be the first one to order it. Let's see. There's both those books. I don't see the new one. Nope. Anyway, so I just posted that before I came on here right now. But the book is available at the link I provide. How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? It is so fulfilling if you're a writer, and I am a writer simply because I write, right? It is so fulfilling to actually finish a book. It's a lot more labor intensive than you might think. And now I've done 3 in this series. I've done a total of 8 books, 7 of which are novels. So this is the last book in the Murder in the Beef Sector series. Y'all get it while it's hot. You can click on the link that I provide in the title, and I'll provide it again. But I'm very happy about it, and I think it's a great story. So you guys who love to read, and I know there's still a lot of us out there who do enjoy reading, it's a great book and a great series. How y'all doing today? Did one of y'all shoot the caller? Y'all know what a caller is, right? Insecure people who sit at home and try to wreck and ruin your life because they don't talk as well as you do. They feel like you embarrass them, you got the best of them. They can't out-talk you, they can't outthink you. So what they'll do is they'll call your loved ones, your superiors, your landlords, the shoe shine man. They'll call anybody they can try to affect your life. There are such sick people in here. We covered a lot of this in Murder in the Beef Sector, but this is specifically about a caller. And the trick is he's made so many enemies that it becomes a compelling mystery as to who got a hold of that ass, right? So please pick up Who Shot the Caller. If you got a Kindle or a phone, the price is $6.99. I think I'm worth $6.99, right? It supports me, the channel, and the algorithm. So please consider that. And I think you'll really, I don't like to just say, just buy my book because I wrote it, but I happen to believe that I'm a very good writer. And I think I told a compelling story in this series. You can get all 3 of them. You will still wouldn't be up to $20. Now, the paperback, like I said, I just did this. It just dropped an hour ago. But the paperback won't be available. It takes about a week for the paperback to trail the ebook. But the ebook is almost instant. So it's available now. When I went to Amazon, I couldn't find it. But if you use the link, it'll take you directly to it, right? Because it just happened a few minutes ago. Hey, peoples. Nothing like getting something done. I spent my whole life not accomplishing or finishing anything, right? So I take particular pride when I finish a book. It's something that I can do, right? So I don't know. It might be my last book, period. I don't know. I say that every time I finish, but we'll see. If you get inspired, I mean, anything can inspire you, right? But it is definitely the last book in this series. We all know about the beef sector, but to the average average person, they say, what the hell is a beef sector? And if they read my books, they'll find out, honey. Tiffany, Erica J, Shakira. Shakira, you buy my book, girl. Give it to your daughters. You don't like to read. It's nice to have in your car. You can listen to it on the radio, child, as you're going to work. You can try to identify certain characteristics and characters if you choose to. Thank you, Marie B. Sealed shut. Let me see. Do I have the let me put this, I'm putting the link in there now. Paste. So I'm not gonna wear y'all out, but I will be talking about or promoting this book for a while. Moderators, could you put that in there every once in a while? Hey, Almond Brown. Yay, Uncle Timothy. I'm so happy it's done. Congrats. Yep, I finished the series, girl. Now y'all can get the original book, Murder in the Beef Sector. Almond Brown read it for Audible. So that's the only one that's available on Audible. But they're all three now available on Amazon. The paperback will be available in a week or so. I'm waiting for the actual book. Okay, TLCN 3. Me too. I got to order some myself. You need to have your books available. How can you talk about them if they're not here? I don't do book signings and all that kind of stuff. I could. You can procure. There are reading rooms here. They're like big niche shops. You can go and read if you want to. But I don't read publicly well, so I'm not going to do all that. I'll just do my thing here on YouTube. I'll tell you, this YouTube can be a powerful tool, because when I wrote The Meth Monster, what was that, 15 years ago or something like that? For the first 3 years, it only had like 300 sales, 300 books, right? And now that number sits at over 8,000. I think it's like 8,500 Meth Monster books have sold. It's also an Audible book. But you know, a lot of you girls over here, they just get it to get some dirt, honey. It's worth $6.99 to get some dirt, child. Bless those hearts. Can't wait for the paperback. You guys like paperback books. Okay. I was going to say you should do a book signing. Now, I never have done it. I've done it at my church when I released one of those books. I mean, I've written 8 books, quite a few. But I didn't really like it. We had a little bookstore there. There weren't a lot of people. And you kind of expect people to publicly read. That's why I love Miss Almond Brown so much, because she actually read my books out loud. It was good to hear them read out loud, honey. Much better than I would do. This is an internet type situation here. You can do it all right here, honey. I've got to make a video for Facebook, and they have things on there. You know, you advertise people book selling sites on there and stuff. I do a little promotion. I don't trust the people who are constantly coming at you. Like starting tomorrow, they'll be coming at you. Oh, we can promote your book. Oh, we can partnership. Girl, I ask them all the same question. Excuse me, ma'am or sir, is this going to require me giving you money? Well, we'll wrap this up now. I'm sorry, I got to go to the bathroom. Hang up, honey. You so interested. How the hell you interested? It ain't even ready yet, girl. I like reading in my egg chair on my back patio. Oh. Yeah, it's a lost art. Just reading books, you know, takes you to a different place. And I think since this book is so familiar, will be so familiar to us on here, that you can say, well, yeah, that is what goes on, right? So we just explore the possibilities of what could happen as opposed to what has happened. Who shot the caller? Y'all are trying to figure out who did it. When you got that many goddamn enemies, when you made your whole career out of just coming on here and making enemies and trying to piss people off, trying to get people fired, and actually succeeding in getting people fired, and actually having CPS go to someone's house. I mean, what is the possible outcome of that kind of behavior? Right? I think I pursued that in all 3 of these books. I had a series before this love and gospel music. It's quite a contrast to be writing about love and gospel music at one point, and the next series is murder, murder, murder. Uh-huh. How y'all doing today? I'm buying one to put in the library next to my cruise pastor. Oh, the next cruise pastor goes on. They're gonna hate that child. They're gonna hate that. They don't want me to do nothing, child. That people are constantly telling you what you ain't and what you can't do and what you ain't. Girl, they don't acknowledge at all what you do. And I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Ain't no friends on YouTube. Ain't no friends on YouTube. Wait a minute. I gotta say this. I gotta say it. Ain't no friends on YouTube. Girl, I heard that boy over there going off the last couple of days, honey. Screaming, yelling. Jay Wilson, tells me how stupid you are. You can't even spar with 7 stars. Why do you always have to turn your goddamn lower your microphone, nigga? Like you never had nothing before. You don't have to have your microphone turned all the way up, girl. So all you're doing is talking over people and screaming and yelling over people. Why don't you let's hear what they have to say, girl? Maybe what somebody wants to hear somebody else talk. Damn. Her and that goddamn Kwani, they just turned it all the way up, screaming. They put their mouth right at them to the goddamn thing, hollering. That's the only reason I stopped going over there. I said, this is futile. You can't hear the damn thing you say, right? He just keeps repeating the same goddamn thing over and over again. Did you get the baby? Did you get the baby? Did you get the baby? Where's the baby? What? I said, girl, well, you've already established that line of insult. I mean, we're all aware of it, right? You can't come up with any other ideas. There's nothing else you can say. So she was over there at now. I can't use this book. I can't use this channel to promote my book. I got to make a separate video for Facebook, or because they don't know what the hell we're talking about on here. He on there. He had 7 stars over there defending herself and some woman. They love these panels with all that yelling, hollering, screaming. I mean, I don't understand how you. I mean, some of the insults are good. Then they brought that Heidi Fly monster over there, girl, and she was landing some loves, but you could barely hear them, girl. You got to play it over and over. What she say? What she say? What she say? Everybody hollering, screaming, and then these people who are running these panels, they don't take any responsibility for actually what do you call that word? They don't take charge of the goddamn panel. You can easily take people off if they're hollering and screaming and can't nobody hear them, girl. Put them in the back room and let somebody else talk. Let somebody talk and then let the other person talk. If they won't shut up, then turn them off or send them in the back and then say, okay, now it's your turn to talk. So we can all hear what is being said. That's why I gave up on StreamYard. I said, I can't do this shit, girl. I'm gonna bust a goddamn blood vessel. Just trying to get a point across. I think it's better just use your own channel. There was a period when I kept trying to go over there to cuss that boy out. I couldn't hear myself think. Damn. He begged them people over there to buy him a damn microphone, girl. And then he lost his mind when he got it. Oh, let me turn this volume up on here and turn the volume up on the computer. And I turn the volume up on the StreamYard. Oh, I can turn their volume down. And you think you're reading somebody. Do you celebrate when you finish a book like the guy in Misery? Ooh, that was a book, wasn't it? Have a glass of champagne? No, Petey Pete. No more. My champagne days is over with. My weed smoking days over with. My shooting up drugs is over with. That's all behind me, baby. I'm not gonna risk my sobriety for no glass of champagne. You get old, you don't have all those delusions that some of the young people got. Oh, I can just have a little bit. I can just have a sip for my birthday and all. Girl, we know too much. Come too far from where we started from. Nobody told us that this road would be easy, but I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. Hey, I don't feel no ways tired, baby. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna go into a store and steal something Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna sneak and do any kind of drug or alcohol. There's no way. I barely even jaywalk, girl. That's how you get when you get to be old. You settle, right? Because to me, that's like throwing God's blessing back in his face. I delivered you for change, honey. Change. Oh, change has come over me. He changed my life, and now I'm free. When he does something for you, honey, I won't go back, as William McDonald says. Mm-hmm. So you guys, please support. Click on that book. It's only $6.99. You know, you might be on a trip one day. You got nothing to read, honey. You can just pick up your phone and read. Find out who shot the caller. No shame. I guess I could do something to celebrate. I'm doing it right now. This is enough for me to finish. Some people, like Jay Wilson, he thought he was gonna get rich by writing that pamphlet, right? When you do everything for money, you're gonna suffer a lot of disappointments in your life, right? I don't do things just for money, girl. Right? That's not what the writing experience is. That's why he has no actual writing in his little pamphlet. Girl, he's got a way of trying to have a formula to get people to buy the damn book, right? He has it on Amazon right now for 6 times what the average person writing the pamphlet is getting. Nobody's going to buy that. They only bought it to support you. And you, once again, you took advantage, Jay Wilson. You wrote 1-page chapters, right? It was only so you can put something. Then you don't even call it a novella. What do you call that, Jay Wilson, other than a pamphlet, right? And even when I tried, because the thing with me and Jay Wilson, it started off nice. When he released that piece of shit, back the ding dong, ding dong. Get it, Benny. Come on, get it, bum over here. Where you going? This way? Yeah, sit bum right there. What was I talking about? Oh, Jay Wilson. It started off nice. I went on there nicely to him and said, Jay Wilson, like I published a book today. It only took one day. I said, you can take that down and then have it properly edited and put it back up. You can be back up in 2 days, girl. Not him, because he just in it for everything is just for money. Did I get the money out of it? Did I get the money out of it? Like he got on the boat. He didn't care about them goddamn people. He wasn't trying to entertain them people. He telling people, go do your thing. Don't be all up under me. Don't be all up, because he didn't give a fuck, because they already spent the money. They have to read. Jay Wilson can't read, so he drowns them out. That's the truth. It's Z. They have the read. Jay Wilson can't read, so he drowns them out. So weak. I was sitting right here when I heard that Kwani cuss him out so damn bad, because her microphone is way loud too, and he had a pitiful little goddamn 1999 microphone for the first 3 years, and he asked those people to pay for a microphone for him, right? So he tried to get the same microphone as Kwani. He got it, and he's been screaming ever since, girl. This is supposed to be a person who is he said at one point, he was a professor. How you going to teach people, girl? Anyway, he been hollering, screaming, and no, you can't get a word in. And then she's such a square, and she hasn't really lived. She don't know how to read nobody, girl. I'd much rather hear what you're talking about. All that noise. Anyway, so after she had that fiasco on her own page, everything's got to be on her own page, I can get a coin from it. I want to get a coin from it. She probably got about $12 to $16 for all that hollering, screaming. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, Jay Wilson again. Well, I'm just saying something. God dog it. All that hollering, screaming, and going on these. Now he's showing up on other people's pages to be on their panels. Now, Olivia the Oracle, she was having a discussion over there with this girl. Beach knows best about the situation she had with this FedEx driver. All these women are talking. They raise their voice. You know how women get, they get chatty too. But she got her ass over there in the middle of it. Trying to find her way to get up in somebody else's goddamn business. Then she wants to go on and give her speech about how she can tell her business. But you want to constantly tell about their business. Now, this woman could have been killed, honey, and she wanted to share her experience. Oh, he gonna give up. Oh, I wouldn't put it on YouTube. I would never put that on YouTube. I would, but since it's here, I'm gonna talk about it. Like he's just commandeering lives, honey, and gonna tell somebody what the hell they're gonna talk. And Jay Wilson, nobody wants or needs your advice. You don't have any experience in anything. Me and you both know you're stupid, right? So why are you always so anxious to tell people what you told them? I told her this. I told her that. Apparently the lady has got a story to tell, right? Some people will say, don't tell it, let the lawyers handle all that kind of stuff. But sometimes the publicity works in your favor. Case in point, this situation with DJ Envy. Y'all know that the guy Tony the Closer, if he wouldn't have brought that shit to YouTube, they wouldn't even be in jail. They went to jail. They gone to jail. That whole story where you got 15 people covering it every day, all started by him making the situation with those bad investments public. It started on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. So you can bring a lot of attention to something that puts the heat on the people. So I would hope that she's talked with her attorneys concerning this case where this man then jumped on her and so forth, and she has evidence that he jumped on her. If she's going to be public about it, still consult your attorneys and see what he thinks you should say and do. Because whatever you say, whatever you do is going to be used against you by the opposing team, right? They're going to spin that. Everything you say. DJ Envy thought he was going to tell his side of the story on Breakfast Club. And look what happened after that. It got worse. Then 2 days later, the fucking feds arrest the man and come down to your place of employment, to your job, right? When the people say don't say anything, don't do it, honey. But if some people will tell you, yeah, do it, right? Yeah, people will talk about it, and they all know about it, honey. And then the company tries to clean it up. So if this man actually pulled this woman over, I don't see any reason why she would lie about it. Because he just lost control, wild ass nigga. He want to come on. He got mad. I was mad. But yeah, you're a FedEx driver. If he was doing that in a company truck, and girl, this could be your one opportunity. Your one in a million chance of a lifetime. And God has shown compassion and sent to you a fool to pay your bills. Oh, people, if he's driving a FedEx truck, and if he has FedEx clothes on, honey, they can say, oh, he was off duty. He was off duty. Well, how in the hell is he rocking the street then delivering packages if he's off duty? If he's in your employer, girl, that could be a major bank. You have to consider every move. So I wouldn't say there's necessarily a bad thing to bring publicity on something like that. I would like to have it on the news, to tell you the truth. Call your local news station, honey, so people know what's going on. They can't sweep it up under the rug and give you some low ball figure, right? If you allow it to grow, then they will have to pay you. They will have to pay you just to kill the story. My opinion. Lord knows we all got one. Thank you. She talked to merch. Read that. Who shot the kid? What is kind name called? Who shot the caller? hmm You don't have to read them in order. I mean, it is a series, so but it's not like they're standalone books. They could be my very last book, but that's what I said last time too. Before I started this series, I had writer's block for 3.5 years after completing 6 books in a row. So I guess the lesson is don't wait too long. So if I'm going to write something else, I might write that story about the New Pacific Hotel. I very well could do that. There's so much information there, so many storylines there. Uh, I have to go stumbling back down memory lane. Yeah. I got to go pushing down memory lane, honey. And when you're dealing with those kind of people who are still in the life and so forth, you got to be careful. You can't mention no names. You can't make it sound like anybody else, girl. Or they all want a coin. It's about me. It's about me. You got to go through all that shit. So be careful. But I don't like writing about real people anyway. They ain't never real. I make them up. You take people's character. Hi, Tracy. How you doing, Miss Tracy? Exactly. I've been said that. What have you been said? That you love Uncle Tim? She should stop talking. I don't know, Sandra. I don't know. Maybe she should stop talking in the beef sector. This is a piece of shit as far as journalism, girl, or even anything real. People try to have a weight loss journey on you. Can't do nothing on here, child. They're gonna turn it all into shit, right? A shit show. So I would say consult your attorney as to how you should go forward. Why do you think all these attorneys are using that? What's that black guy who shows up at every time there's a case with a black family? Somebody's been shot or killed. What's his name? Y'all know? I know you do. He's got quite a career. Anyway, they always call him and he comes to the defense. They want publicity. They want it on the news. A story like that could easily have been on the news. Now, I don't know if it's too late to put it on the news now, but all you got to do is tell your attorney, honey, contact the goddamn newspaper anonymously, right? So we hear about stuff like that all the time, all over YouTube, all over the news, all over everything. And that raises the price. That raises the awareness that this has happened, right? You might have to put up with people picking outside, right? Fire him! Fire him! Fire him! FedEx! They don't want that kind of publicity, child. So we don't know. We can't be giving legal advice and all that kind of stuff. We don't know. There are two schools of thought. 1 in a million. 1 in a million. When I say 1 in a million chance, I mean we as regular people are not going to come across a whole lot of opportunities to get a big bank because something happened to us, right? You in an airplane, the goddamn airplane fall in the ocean. Well, that could set you for the rest of your life, assuming that you would survive it. When people have done things to you, that's why you sue, right? You sue. And these days, they sue for huge numbers, correct? I would say, Miss, what's her name, Beach? This beach is better, whatever. I wouldn't be out here saying that you are anxious to take a settlement. Don't do that. That would be my only advice. I wouldn't be out here letting people know that I am waiting for a settlement. I will not go to court. No, you say you are going to go to court. You're willing to go to the Supreme Court, right? That raises the amount. If they figure, well, she'll take anything, then they're going to give you a few dollars, girl. Mm-hmm. So I haven't really read this, followed the story. I know that's what people are talking about. These beef sector stories, they last a day, 2 days. So you might as well jump on them and give your opinion on them. But I can't seem to get any information because all I hear is a bunch of yelling, hollering, screaming. Right? Oh, so I keep losing my place. So first he had them on there, 7 stars. She's attacking the woman and all this stuff. Then those two start going at it. All these women are hollering at each other. And then Jay Wilson always got his ass in there with this compadre of his. What's the little light-skinned boy's name? They always got to get in everybody's conversation, child. why are you going around? He said he don't go to panels, right? So the following day, he goes to Olivia, the Oracle's channel. Well, first of all, on the first one on his channel, Miss Heidi Fly, she shows up to attack 7 stars. After he goes with it with 7 stars, you can't hear her. It's all about the microphone, girl. Ain't no spectacular reading going on. He just repeats the same goddamn thing over again. Would you get him? You get the baby. Where's the baby? Where's the baby? Where's the screaming as loud as he can. Where's the baby? Well, bitch, you've already established that, girl. That question. Either she gonna answer it or not. Move on. Is there anything else? Any other ways you can see this person and read them? Right? You was going for the little low-hanging fruit. So then Miss Heidi Fly bring her ass over there. Now, she can't wait to go over there and defend Jay Wilson. This is because for most of her life, Heidi Fly Monster has been a prostitute. She say a pole dancer, but essentially she's a prostitute, right? She is used to serving a man, not in the normal way that you would serve your husband, your boyfriend, not in that kind of way. It's almost like this blind trust in some man. That's why she married a pimp, right? I mean, most people, it doesn't take a lot of thinking to figure, well, if I'm gonna marry somebody, girl, and this man is already a pimp, he's already got hoes and all this kind of shit. Why would you marry him? He said, "Oh, the pimping brothers. You ain't like the brother. You ain't like the pimps. You ain't like the pimps with the big cars." That's her mentality. So I guess Jay Wilson is her online pimp because he certainly is not going to have sex with you, Miss Heidi, right? And we've already heard your views on the homosexual experience, girl. So what is the draw over there? But she jumps over there and she starts hollering, screaming with 7 stars. They go on for about 20 minutes or so, right? So then I don't know why she feel like she has to defend that fool. Why, if he's a messy ass queen, let him fight his own goddamn battles, girl. Why does he need your ass? Jay Wilson is not your pimp. No, we don't know how much you done paid him because you want to fight like you're a hoe defending a pimp, right? Like if somebody do something to a pimp, all the hoes jump on his back, right, girl? And to protect the pimp, correct? So we don't have no idea how much you done gave him, but we do know that you paid for an airline ticket for him to come to Atlanta. We saw you pay for everything on the trip. He didn't even offer to pay for the coffee, girl. And you sitting over here, oh, don't worry about it, Jay. Don't. Oh, we didn't make the movie. We didn't make the movie. Oh, the conversation was so good. So we know you're paying. If you're willing to pay for something like that, that might have set you back $700-800. Maybe if you pay for a hotel, he said he stayed with his family. If you pay for a hotel upwards of $1,000, you throw away, girl. If you're paying him like that publicly, we can only imagine what you're doing privately, right? Because it is in your makeup, in your training to pay a pimp, right? You're not dissuaded by him being a shiesty character. You don't care. All you've known is shiesty characters. Correct? Anyway, so she go over there. Then the next day, he go run his ass over there to Livia, the Oracle. He said he doesn't go to panels, but for some reason or other, he had to hop his ass over there so he can talk about somebody else being assaulted, girl. Right? I don't even remember who in the hell he was hollering, screaming at there. My ears were hurting, girl. I had to let it go. I said, well, maybe there is a story here about this woman, but you can't piece together anything or what the hell actually happened. All they do is holler at each other. Anyway, you didn't shoot the deputy. And then I swear it was in self-defense. Ow! All around my hometown, they are trying to track me down. They say I am wanted for the killing of Sheriff John Brown. For the life. And I say, I shot sheriff, but I didn't shoot no deputy. Oh, no, no. We're gonna see in who shot the caller. We're gonna see the boy has got so many goddamn enemies, girl. They got the detectives all on planes and everything else. So you got, girl, did you make a living out of just, I mean, is your life force just making enemies? Everybody hates your punk ass. How we gonna figure out who killed your ass? That's the gist of the book. Mm-hmm. I shot. That was a nice song, wasn't it? There's something how some of these, you make a song, the song don't last for 3 or 4 minutes, and people are still singing it 50 years later. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Miss Motown. Hi, Miss Motown. Uh-huh. Who shot the caller? Is that the link? Uh-huh. The link is there, baby. Mm-hmm. Y'all better get that book, child. What if I become famous? Oh, he's a big writer. I know him when. I know him, he was in here cussing with Jay Williamson. I know him when he's a little guy. Mm-hmm. You'll check it out? Okay. Thank you there, Think Culture. It just dropped a few minutes ago, but if you use the link, it'll take you right to it. Mm-hmm. I hope the hardcover comes out all right. There was an issue with the you got to get the lineup of the covers and the my brain, my poor brain. The binder. Anyway, there was an issue with all that, but I was able to hire it out for somebody else to fix it. I can hope they fix it right. If they don't, you can change it. That's what I was trying to tell Wilson. It's very easy to change all this self-published stuff. A lot of people are self-publishing their books today. They're realizing that unless they're a big celebrity or somebody who's going to really make a whole lot of money, like Jacob Jana Pickett or somebody, you can just self-publish your own books, girl. The point is to finish the book and have it published. It is a published book. You are now an author. Why? Because you finished a book and you published it. So a lot of people are doing that. Even big writers, a lot of them are self-publishing their work, right? There's always going to be reading around. There's always going to be people who like to read, even with all of this goddamn stuff we got now. We used to have 4 channels on TV. Now they got some. I think they just crossed 1,000 channels you can get combined with cable and all these other streaming services and all this stuff. You got 1,000 choices, right? We didn't have all that. So a lot of times people would read. A lot of the big writers, Maya Angelou's set and all that, people were reading because there wasn't a whole lot else to do, honey. Mm. Wilson book come with a complimentary prayer cloth. Girl, I wonder if these monsters gonna come out this time. Now I ain't fighting with this Five Baby and QB this time. Last time they came and they pretended to read my book, child, and went out in the alley and burned it up. Oh, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. QB don't like my book. Oh, that's what I mean about you can't. If you're serious about something, you don't bother with this thing, beef second. Oh, who knows? It might bring traffic to us. Hi, Raphael. I ain't seen you in a little while, Raphael. Uh, Pixel Peter Pan of Android. Write a book about this, Uncle Tim. About what? That's all 3 of these books are about this. That's all it's about. Murder in the beef. The beef sector is not a universal language, honey. It concerns what goes on here. The characters and the situations are fictional, but they're all based on things that have actually happened on here, right? Everybody threatening each other. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, and all that stuff, right? Just in fiction, you can actually make it happen. You can follow the stories, but they're all about the beef sector. 1, 2, and 3. Mhm. Trilogy means 3 books. I went a little over. I got carried away with Love and Gospel Music because I couldn't stop. So that has 4 books. and they can all be read individually. They just have a lot of the same characters, places, some businesses, things like that. Law enforcement has stated that DJ Envy was not rated. Okay. Justin J, we have to take whatever we hear online with a grain of salt, right? They say that, yet you send law enforcement to your business, and then you want to pretend now that it doesn't mean anything. You were not involved. We were not in. We're not interested in DJ Envy. Well, that could easily be something that the company has requested of them to make that kind of a statement, or the attorneys have requested of them to take his name out of it, because initially they were using DJ Envy. Now they're using uh, is it not suspect, is something number one. That's how they refer to him. They refer the other guy, Pina, by name, and Envy by a popular radio announcer, or they use not suspect, but something one, number one. Right. So we can't go by that. We can't go by what they say. Oh, but how many times the police come to your house to warn you? We want to tell you that we're gonna arrest your partner. We want to tell you personally, DJ. No, they don't send people out for that. Mm-mm. The original stories was they came and they took devices. That's what they did with that fool over there, Whitehead. Remember when they came and raided him? Depends on how you use the word raid. When they come and raid drug dealers and so forth, they come in, 20 or 30 of them, child, lay everybody on the ground and all that kind of stuff. That is not the only way to raid somebody. You can just show up and start taking things, files, computers. It's still, I would consider it a raid. Right. I'm sure that company, iHeartRadio, is not excited about them showing up at all. I mean, these people are serious people, honey. They don't want that smoke. Not the Fed. When the Fed comes, they start digging into everything. And what if they stumble onto something while they're in your company looking at DJ Envy? And you can't deny they're looking at DJ Envy. They keep, all these people are showing you all these different clips of him and DJ Envy together promoting properties, sitting on the steps of properties. They have them over and over. And who DJ Envy is the one? Hey, it's DJ Envy, all that, and all the other guys kind of grunts. Yeah, me too. DJ Amy's doing all the talk. He has all the excitement, all the smoke for the program, honey. So to deny now that you even noticed, I mean, you don't know anything about the business. Well, you ain't touched the money. And then this thing about he owes me money. He owes me money. He owes me 500,000. All this. How does he owe you 500,000? If they can prove that you are his partner, he don't owe you shit. You're in a partnership. Of course, you have money in the company. I'm sure he has money in the company. My suspect is that this dude Pina was taking the investors' money, what he was supposed to be using to fix up these properties. I think he was taking that money and buying properties for himself, because there doesn't seem to be any evidence of the money. Where the hell happened to the money? You can only buy so many shoes and handbags, honey. No, you're talking about millions of dollars and you ain't got enough money to pay your car note. So that's my thought. And it'd just be self-satisfying for me if we find out that he was taking the money he got from investors and investing in himself, buying properties for himself. Most of those people, they don't even own anything. He got 5 and 6, 7 people buying the same property or invested in the same property. $2 million to fix up a goddamn shack. We'll see. I kind of feel sorry for it. And plus, DJ Envy got that baby face. You can't. he got that baby face, and you know he's hurting. You know good and damn well that man is hurting. Then he's on the radio, and we can all assume that there's been a meeting at the radio station, and they're telling him not to mention this case on the channel, because apparently this dude Pina spent. He was I thought it was just initially introducing him, but no, he was on there a regular. He was on there all the time. So I don't watch the show. I got to go about what I hear. Every day we're hearing something different, another angle on this story, right? But Tony the closer seems to be. He's the most amusing. I was not even aware of him, but in his video, first the one with Envy, and then the one that he was talking about Envy, how he coming down with those sticks, and how Envy and his crew sent people to his house and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I said, Lord have mercy. But you see the power of social media, because it wouldn't even be a story if he didn't broadcast it. Somebody went to him and gave him the tea, and they found out that there are layers of this thing, and so they haven't uncovered all the layers. Mm-mm. And whatever that dude Peanut got, they're probably going to confiscate. That's how the Fed works. They're going to confiscate it and pay the investors. More than likely, they won't get hardly any money back on their investment. That black guy who lost his son in a car accident, was he saying that his son had already invested money in with Peanut, or did he get a settlement from the death of his son in the car accident? Whichever one it was, I saw him on there. He was crying. He had Tony. They weren't faking. They were real tears. He's still mourning, kind of thing. And you just take all that man's money. The guy, the son, he had kids, so now they got to be poor. Why did he have to be poor? The dad was doing good. Anyway, more will be revealed. I don't see any opportunity. I don't see any chance that Peanut's gonna walk away from it. Maybe Envy will, but he's gonna still spend a grip of money defending himself, because he's on a lot of those lawsuits. His name is on those lawsuits, right? One good lawsuit could knock you out the game, honey. Ben Crump, that's the brother. Ben Crump, they call Ben Crump, and they want it on the evening news, the morning news, and they want it on The View and everywhere they can get it. Girl, they want people to know about it. So I wouldn't say that the woman, this beat is better, is wrong for bringing it, making it public. She should have made it even more public, but not here in the beef sector. This ain't the place to start, I don't think. These people are not serious people, right? Oh, I know what you mean. And that is once in a life paycheck. Yeah. And I remember when I got a lawsuit. I went to a party, and the guy who was driving the truck, he was just driving the truck. He gave me a ride home. He got in an accident and flipped the truck over, right? Well, he told us, the people who were giving a ride to, you guys need to sue the insurance company. So I got a fat check from that lawsuit. It ain't never happened again. But I took that money and moved to New York City. Sure did. Now, unfortunately, I was using it at the time and bar hopping, so I went through it in about a month. But it was still a wonderful experience, me and my partner. That was only $5,000. But we don't have all. She can, honey, that thing could be worth a couple $100,000 if they handle it right. $1 million. Get some video thrown in there, honey. Put it in the hands of the right person. Jay Wilson chasing beach coins. Okay. He's so pitiful. He needs to stay out of it when the women is fighting. Why'd he bring his ass over there anyway? Then he acting like he's taking it so personally. Oh, I gotta say this. I just gotta say this. Don't say shit. Nobody listening to you. Just say you need that extra $16, girl. The fucking mortgage. How far are we from mortgage day? Let me see. Jay Wilson, do you save the AdSense check for mortgage day? You said that you have these days when you have to right on the 29th to the 1st, you gotta you gotta do power up or some kind of shit, girl. I said, Lord have mercy. She gotta take a little check from there. She gotta put it with an Uber check. She gotta put it with a temporary job. She gotta go around to 2 or 3 temporary jobs and collect the check. Put it all together, honey. And then you gotta hold on to it to the 1st of the month. And you call it a life. Would y'all please hit the like button? Thank you, Miss Motown. Why won't he argue with men? He can't argue. That motherfucker bows down every single time. When I try to go over there, I try to have all I want to do is discuss the stump creature and how he could support somebody like that, right? She turns the microphone all the way up, girl. She's talking, screaming all of my goddamn. I can't hear. You can't hear nothing. But even when I get a blow or two in there, girl, I knock the head off. Ain't nobody talk. Bitch, turn the microphone down. Dumbass. If I was doing the StreamYard thing, it'd be one at a time, honey. Okay, you want to cuss? You want to cuss and fuss? Okay, your turn. You got 6 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever the hell it is, girl. And silence everybody. Could everybody turn their mic off? Mute. And then we'll tell you when it's time to talk, honey. Or take charge of your channel and you mute them. If they know that's what you're going to do, they won't take it personally. Oh, you muted me. You muted me. I didn't get a chance. No, this the people just, I guess they like this Thunderdome thing. That's what Olivia calls it. The Thunderdome. Just everybody go in there with their knives and brass knuckles and just try to kill each other. It's just, we don't need another Wilson. We don't need another Wilson. Go panel hop like he's his case. All up in everybody's business. Yeah, I told my I ain't gonna tell you none of my business. That's my business. Oh, that's my business. How the fuck are you gonna talk about mine, bitch? If I can't talk about yours, sissy. Never a serious conversation. How the hell you gonna get all them damn degrees, bitch? You can't even have a serious conversation. There was a movie called He's Not a Serious Person. Silly ass queen. Hi, God before everything. You need an autograph copy? Oh, okay, absolutely. I got to get some. I got to. I came on here right after they said it's live, but the ebook is live now. Usually it's about a week, and you'll get the new novel. We'll take care of that. God before everything. I should do a StreamYard. Lord, that's not my thing. I don't mind doing an interview with somebody. I'm gonna do some more of that. I think if I want to talk about a certain subject, 1 or 2 people. That's all I can handle. This whole most of the ones with panels, it's like that is the chosen entertainment, just to go yelling and hollering. So I can see. I mean, I yell and holler myself, but if I yell and holler on here, at least you know what I'm saying. Don't forget my copy, Soul Sister #1 show. Yeah, y'all help me with the publishing and the formatting. So yeah, we need to send some at least to our strong supporters and our moderator. But even if you buy it, it's not a terribly expensive book. Some people like to have a signature and all that. We can do that. My whole desk is full of books because I don't go out there and hype them. Oh no, I don't watch no scary movies. She talked too much. Oh no, honey, I don't care about no Halloween. I don't like no scary movies. I don't like no serial murderers. Now I like murder mysteries and things. People done killed their husband and all that kind of stuff. But I don't like people just killing people for fun or have sex with them. And I don't know what was with these people that always want to have all these movies about hurting children, kidnapped children, child molesters, and all this weird shit. I'm just not attracted to that. When I was younger, it was fascinating. I would watch serial killers and all that, but not anymore. Sometimes I struggle with what do you like, Timothy? You got to like something, nigga. I don't know, thrillers, mysteries, suspense. Suspense though that runs into horror. I don't like horror though. Now, Misery was considered a horror movie. I like that. There was a story there, Hello, you. Oh no, Lady Libra. Jay Wilson got to pay mortgage, house insurance, and property taxes, let alone utility bills, car insurance on 2 cars. He's struggling. Yeah, he's struggling, child. He's struggling. Who's that woman? That woman, China, Miss China, one who married that Kardashian. She's over here talking about. I guess they're now. A lot of people are showing her bills. She had to file them in court records, and she says she only makes $32,000 a month. I'm thinking, damn, you can't live on $32,000 a month. Like that was a low number, right? And then when they start telling them what her bills were, she paying $22,000 a month for a fucking mortgage. Why would you put yourself in that position, honey, where you can blow through all of your money paying a mortgage? Paying a mortgage ain't that different than paying rent, because when it's all said and done, honey, if you ain't got the money, you're gonna get your ass out of there. It might take them a little longer, but her expenses are so goddamn high. Ugh. So it's not always how much money. How do you handle your money, right? Mm-hmm. Paying all that to sit up in there by yourself. That's what I don't get. Why you need all that to sit, girl, in a 1-bedroom apartment? This thing, there's more than enough space for a single man. If you want to have a condo, usually condos start at 2 bedrooms. So you have a extra bedroom for either your office or somebody want to come there. But why you can have a great big old house though? I don't understand that, girl. All those expenses associated with keeping a house. Anyway, people, if you're raising a trailer, baby, if you raise eating in shifts, girl, you got the trailer couldn't have been no more than 2 bedrooms, child. The parents gotta sleep somewhere separate than the kids, right? That means you got 9 niggas in 1 bedroom, boys and girls. That boy's traumatized. He's traumatized. And I always got to come out here lying about, oh, I was only there for 5 years. I was only there for 5. I thought you said you were there for 8 years, girl. Initially, when you let it slip that you were from the trailer park, you said you were raised in the trailer park, right? And you had brothers who lived there long enough to actually graduate from the trailer park. So they had to live there, what, 18, 20 years, girl? Always trying to be something you're not, honey. Mm, mm, mm. Jones has got a new car today. Here's what you should say. Hooray for the Joneses. Instead, you worry till your bald head turn gray. Worry about them Joneses. Mm. Oh, 75% of millionaires in the U.S. make between 150 and 250. Oh, so everybody's not a multi-millionaire. Yeah, but that was the big language back in the day, but now it's billionaires, honey. If you ain't got 1,000 million, you ain't doing nothing. If you in California and you own a house, you are probably technically a millionaire. If you've been in there for any amount of time. He is traumatized. He is seriously traumatized but then it seems so strange to me that he would choose poverty as something to attack people for. Right? It just doesn't make any sense to me. You are the father of poverty, girl. Jay Wilson, I told you before, you are the lowest of the low. When you in a trailer park, girl, out by swampland, some goddamn where, girl, you have to reach up to touch bottom, right? So I guess that's why you like the hail. I got this hail. I'm walking around in the hail. I got to go back to the hail. Girl, we can understand, at least if Mark was moving in with you, girl, if somebody lived there, you were taking care of your daddy, or you had nieces and nephews in college and they need a place to stay at. So, girl, you just walking in there, around in there by yourself. You're so stupid. You're stupid. And you ain't doing all that much, because most people in San Antonio will tell you, well, that's kind of the regular stuff, isn't it? I mean, it's not like he lives in no real nice house, honey. It's just an old cheap ass track house. So you have a house and a car. But don't most people in San Antonio, people who are out of school, I mean, don't they have a house in a domicile, a house, or an apartment? Because many times these days, girl, apartment is no cheaper than the house. You have less responsibility in the apartment, girl, and you're not gonna get no equity by living in an apartment, Miss Thing. But I would just say it's just a place. Where do you want to lay your head? Most people have a home and a house and a car, right? And then each city is different, right? Now, if you own a house in New York City, that's a whole different situation. A brownstone in New York City, you have to be, honey, those people are charging 20 and 30 million dollars for a brownstone. A house no bigger than the shit he living in, girl. But if you're living out in San Antonio, it ain't no big deal to have a house like that. I was raised, my mama came out the projects and bought a house like that, girl. Right out the projects. For him is everything because of that damn trailer situation. It's just the facts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if people don't agree with me. I mean, people say, "Well, I came my house. We wasn't rich. We didn't have no money. We didn't have no." But how were you affected by the poverty? Right? See, I ain't got no problem talking about the projects, girl. That was another experience. I had all kinds of experiences, child. I'm not ashamed of stuff, girl, but she is. First thing I asked her, I said, "Girl, when that classic time that I interacted with her, I said, can we talk about the trailer?" What about the trailer? Oh, we were all happy. We were all happy. It was great. It was great. No free lunches. I said, girl, who said anything about a free lunch, Miss Thing? Right? You're still ashamed, Jay Wilson. You're ashamed of what you are. That's why you don't know how to wear. You don't know how to wear clothes because you never had any. That's why you think walking around in an Amish hat, girl, is socking it with fashion. You never had any clothes, right? That's why you had them raggedy ass shoes on that boat, girl. Right? You just happy to have shoes on your feet. Were you barefoot out there in that trailer park, girl? All them rocks and shit. Y'all ain't got no sidewalks. You out there with all them goddamn rocks and glass. When I get to heaven, I just want me some new shoes. Mm-hmm. When I get to heaven, I'm gonna scream and shout, and nobody will be able to put me out. I'm just gonna walk around heaven all day. Mm. Boat shoes. That nigga had on some goddamn construction man work boots on a goddamn ship. I was so embarrassed. I said, "Oh no, please tell them that you're Mexican or Chinese. don't associate us with this lack of style, lack of taste." Remember the 80 black men was on the boat at the same time, child, wearing them out for fashions and things, child, blazers and things. Hand me downs from brothers and sisters. Y'all saw what he went out, came and brought them on tacky ass plastic purses on here. Then he brought on plastic boots. He tried to be like VS selling. He giving away the purses. Oh, y'all want these purses? Y'all want no, nigga. I'll go down to swap meet, girl, and I'll buy me a dozen purses like that for what would cost one purse. Right? They're just plastic, Jay Wilson. I don't know why you think other people don't know that. If you're gonna give somebody a gift, you never give them plastic, honey. If you can't afford to give them a leather purse, don't give them nothing. They understand. They know you're pitiful. Mm-hmm. Please write a book based on Stomp Down, a book about stalking and harassing people with allegations of much worse things. Yes, he is. No, that would not hold my interest. I'm sorry, Red Star. I ain't writing no goddamn Stomp Down. Anyway, people, I wanted to come in and announce that this book is available now. Who shot the call? Who shot the caller? We finished it. I'm so happy about it. Thank y'all for coming in. Hi, Nicole Reloaded. I see they were getting up under your skirt yesterday too. Let hollering carrying on. Can't even talk. Bye, people. Thanks for coming in.